Hello YouTube, it's Fletch here, bringing you my Collectors Unite extended cut at last. So here it is, and I hope you enjoy a lot more than the original video of it that you saw during my time making it for university work. Sorry I haven't been on or doing anything recently on YouTube, or sorry that also this couldn't come much sooner. It's been a very busy year for me, as I've been doing a lot of work for university, so I thought I'd continue this extended cut after my university work's all done and dusted out the way. So I had plenty of time to finish this piece at last, which I'm sure you guys have been waiting so long for. But now it's here, and I've twinkered some parts in it here and there, and also I featured another additional interview with Ray Nightslade, and I appreciate him for taking part. He was originally intended, he wanted to do it, but back when I was making it for the first time, when I was filming, he wasn't available. He's got a very busy life, but now that we managed to do it, very much proud with what I got at the end, and also thanks to him as well as all the other fellow collectors who took part in this. You know who you are, so a big shout out to you guys. Without you guys it wouldn't be a success as it turned out to be. Please leave your feedback and comments. I very much appreciate some good feedback and reactions to you viewing this. It's a very long, much longer piece now. It's running time's about 47 minutes. If things drag on too long in certain areas, then and let me know, comment, and that'll be very useful. But otherwise, without further ado, enjoy the video.
Hello, I'm Fletcher, and I'm going to do this pleasant documentary program based on people's collectibles, people's hobbies, collecting things. I'm a collector myself, as you've just seen. I'm going to embark on a worldwide journey through Skype to discover what people collect, what's their passion for it, what it inspires them, and it's a good idea to get a worldwide perspective. So I'll just briefly go through what I have. This area here of my room lies my favourite collectible items. These are the 1/6 scale range of figures of a wide variety, such as G.I. Joe. On this side to the left, oh, that's me, by the way. I thought I'd give it a go and see what I'd look like as one of these. Batman on this side, on the lower section. Star Wars. What I like about collecting these things is that the immense detail they put into this, very incredible. And my last figure is Darth Vader. Transformers collection, the Masterpiece series. Some FX replica lightsabers. And over here is going to be the main base of my activities through Skype. At the moment I've got one person on Skype waiting to chat to me. I'm going to interview him about his collectibles, his life as a collector and so on. So let's get started.
Hey.
Hello mate, how you doing?
Hi, yeah. My name is Dean, or Dino, as everyone calls me, and I'm from Braintree in Essex.
What do you collect?
What I collect is basically movie memorabilia. You know, a lot of the stuff that I've liked since I was a kid, from the 80s, from Star Wars, probably one of the earliest movies that resonated with me the most when I was a kid. I get a lot of Star Wars collectibles. But I got Darth Vader there from A New Hope. It really started with Lord of the Rings. I got this, I don't know if you can see this here, this is one of my first things I started getting back into.
Cool.
It's Gandalf, and it's made by Weta Sideshow Collectibles. Can you see the sword on the wall? That's like a false-edge blade. It's like a replica of Aragorn's sword from Lord of the Rings.
How long have you been a collector, and what was your inspiration?
Well, I think I've always collected. You know, as I said, as a kid, I've collected from Star Wars figures, and I think I've collected Masters of the Universe figures. So I've always liked collecting. But I think what my inspiration getting back into it was, you know, I saw how great the stuff looks now. I mean, you've got a great realism in the collectibles that you see from about the early 2000s. How fantastic they are. I mean, they can scan faces now and get real good likenesses. Take my Terminator, for instance, the likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger down pat. So,
wow, yes.
You know, you get the likeness of Arnold Schwarzenegger there. And that's really why I like him.
My name is Christian Prieto. I'm actually in Los Angeles, California right now. I mainly collect quarter scale premium format figures from Sideshow, life-size busts, and just very few 12-inch figures, mainly just either life-size busts or quarter scale figures. I've been collecting, I want to say, maybe for 6 years now. I kind of accidentally stumbled upon these statues just because I started really getting into the new Star Wars movies. I believe it was Episode 3 that came out, and for some reason that movie just really grabbed me, and I was just curious to start, you know, collecting some items, and I just did a quick search online for Star Wars statues, and, you know, Sideshow was one of the first results that came up. I started searching around their site and their products, and it just really, really got the collecting bug after that.
My name is Kevin Dukes, and I live in Stafford. Most of my collection is from Sideshow Collectibles, although I do have a few from Master Replicas as well. Here you've got a one-to-one bust of the Pred Alien. That's a quarter scale of the speeder bike in Scout. I've got a one-to-one scale Darth Vader. Moving up, you've got a few pieces of Master Replicas. That's of Star Trek, some blasters from Star Wars, the Endoskull. That was the battle damage version. That's one-to-one scale again. Hellboy, that's quarter scale. Pred Alien, that's quite a hefty piece. It's probably about 1 metre long and probably about 2.5 foot tall. So that's my head.
Comparison, yeah.
And that's the Pred Alien's head.
Arnold Schwarzenegger bust. That was the first piece I ever purchased, and that was back at the beginning of 2008.
Is that when your collection started then?
That was where it pretty much started, and as soon as I purchased this, I knew straight away that it was going to go on, and I was going to be buying a hell of a lot more stuff. It probably first started out just collecting a lot of Blu-rays and DVDs. That was how it started, really. It was just the love of movies, really, and it was
a progression of that really, and I think it just makes the movie experience more immersive. You know, it's I mean, I'm never going to meet a Pred Alien or Arnold Schwarzenegger in real life. Let's face it. So it's the next best thing really, to actually owning these characters in one-to-one size.
My name is Stephen Koch. I'm from Riverside, California in the United States. I primarily collect G.I. Joes, the 3 1/4 inch figures. I also collect some Transformers. I collect, let's see, the Masters of the Universe classics. Some of the older, like 80s stuff, like the Hasbro Army Ants. I also collect the Generation 1 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. G.I. Joe, that's my main cup of tea, as you could see from my background there. When I was a kid, of course, you know, growing up in the 80s, I loved G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero. Especially from the 82 to 86, that was, I think, more my era. Of course, I didn't really collect that. I played with them and destroyed most action figures I had. Me and my neighbors and my brother and stuff like that. Then, of course, you know, once I got a little older, I stopped collecting, got into sports, all that. I think it was my freshman year of college in 1998. Hasbro had re-released some repainted figures as Toys R Us exclusives. I walked in there, saw a bunch of stuff, and that's, I guess, what kind of kicked off my collection again in '98. I saw a bunch of stuff I liked. I was like, oh my god, I had that when I was a kid.
My name's Steve, but I go by the name Jack Fox Juno online, and I'm from Gloucestershire in England. 1/3 scale maquettes, which are called Cinemaquettes. Okay, these are just kind of different movie characters produced in 1/3 scale. This is Jack Sparrow. This one's Superman.
I think, and around about 1999, I suddenly had quite a lot of disposable income, and I was just happened to be browsing the internet, I think, and I found these statues that were by a company called Bowen Designs, and I thought, oh, they look pretty cool, and I would have killed to have something like that as a kid. So I got my first one, which was a Wolverine piece. Got it, thought, oh, that's pretty cool, and then thought, oh, well, these look quite collectible, there's more of them, I'll start building a kind of collection up. So I started building those up, and then I got into the busts that they did, and then it went from there. So I suppose the inspiration really was having the money, and actually, you know, sort of thinking, well, these characters are really cool to me as a child, so I'm going to start collecting them as an adult.
My name is Ronaldo Boris. I've been living in Canada for good 15 to 16 years now.
What do you collect?
I collect movie statues, figures, and video gaming collectibles. You know, something sort of the stuff that relates to me more. I mean, I'm a huge movie fan. I love movies. I've been a diehard movie fan forever, and that's why I collect movie stuff. And of course, I'm a huge gamer, so video game stuff. Yeah.